Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Spiritual Grace. I want to use this great opportunity to thank each and every one of you that subscribe to my YouTube channel. All thanks to my whole subscriber. And if today is your first time, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and give it a thumbs up. Not only that, share and comment if you find my video helpful. Today's guy, we are going to make another thing entirely, another dress, how to cut and sew this beautiful dress that is trading online. Now you can see it in the screen. This is the material we are working with. I'm working with 2 yards of material. So guys, the back there will be elastic. This is 1.5 yards of elastic that I'm working with. So guys, let's get started. The full measurement that I'm working with 60 inches. That is the full measurement. So the shoulder that I'm working with the 8.5 inches. That is the shoulder is divided by 2 is 8.5 inches. So while the depth that I'm working with the neckline, I'm working with the 3.5 inches. That is for the neckline. So while the wideness is also 3.5 inches. This is for the front. Then while the back, let me dress it to the camera so that you can see it very well. So while the back, I'm working with 1.5 inches for the neck or the back. I'm working with 1.5 inches. This is for the back, while this is the front. So while the sleeve that I'm working with 10 inches. The reason why it's 10.5 inches plus sewing allowance, so it's 10 inches. So from this 3.5 inches, I'm going to connect the shoulder slope. Before I connect the shoulder slope, please don't forget we are going to go down by 1 inches for the shoulder slope. It depends on you if you want to make yours 1.5 or 2 inches, but I'm working with 1 inches. So from this shoulder slope, I'm going to connect it with these 3 inches. I hope you can see. I will connect it like so. I hope you can see the line. I'm going to connect it. Then I'm going to connect the neckline together. This is for the back, while this is for the front. The front that I'm working with 3.5 inches. While from this shoulder slope, I'm going to come down. That is my sleeve opening. I'm going to come down by a 10 plus 1 inches allowance. That is 11. This is 11 here. Then I'm going to connect this line together, as you can see. I hope you can see. So from here, I'm going to still mark the same 11 inches. Then I'm going to connect it. It's just free hand. You can see. From here, I'm going to insert my hip measurement. I will insert my hip measurement. My hip measurement, I will divide it by 4. This is my hip. I will divide it by 4. I will add 2 inches. I hope you can see. So the full length that I'm working with 60 inches. That is for the full length. Okay, guys. So this is the cloth that we are cutting. We know that this from here to this place is my bust measurement is 11.5. Then while from my shoulder to my half length is 17.5. The reason why I'm creating this length is because of the elastic that is at the back of the cloth. That is the reason why I'm creating this waistline. So after adding my bust measurements, my hip measurement, my hip the biggest place, the biggest part of my body, sorry. After adding it, I had a 3.5 inches. So from there, what I have here, I have 16.5. The reason why I mark this place, the 16.5, that is why what I mark throughout the down. So I have 16 here, then I bring it to the full length of the cloth. Then I also place 16.5. Then I use my straight ruler to connect it together. So guys, This particular place, this is where we are adding the elastic. Please don't forget, before you add the elastic, you check the elastic that you have, is if it's 1 inches elastic or 1.5 elastic. When I check my what I have is 1.5 elastic. So from this my waistline, my half length line, I come down by half an inch measurement. You can see from here, from my half length to this place is 1.5. So from here, then I measure 1.5, then I add the half inch for sewing allowance. Then I also do the same thing, so that if I'm cutting it, I will cut it to this place like so. So I will not cut this place out. If I'm cutting, I will cut it like so, then I will trim it down. So I'm going to cut it now, cut the front, everything together. Okay guys, I already cut the back and the front. So this is the front. I already cut the neckline or the front. So what I'm going to do, if you look at the picture very well, you will see the front half slit. So I will measure 3.5 for the slit that will open, the slit open. So I don't want it to expose the body. So I will measure 3.5. So from here, I'm going to cut it to exactly this 3.5 inches that I open. So after cutting it, then I'll cut the facing for the front and the back. I'm going to use the facing to turn the front and the back together. Then I will bring it to see how far we have gone. Then I will show you how we're going to fit the elastic at the back, the back gown. Okay guys, this is the back. Like I said, we are adding elastic to the back. So what we are going to do, so we are going to cut the belt we are adding for the back. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to take the measurement from this place. I'm going to push it inside like so. So from here, then I will measure what I have here. I have 15 inches. 15 times 2, that would be 30 inches. So the band that I'm cutting, not elastic, the band that I'm cutting 30 inches. So while the wideness, I'm cutting 2.5 inches. You know that the elastic is 1.5 inches. So the wideness of the band is 2.5 inches, while the length is 30 inches. So this is the interfacing that I cut for the back. Then I'm going to add the facing to turn the neck. I will also do the same thing to the front side. I will turn the neck. When you are turning the neck, please, you are going to face the neck, the interfacing you are using to turn the neck. You will face it at the right side, not at the wrong side. So this is for the back. Let me just do a sample. This is from the back. So this is the interfacing. Please don't place it at the back. You place it at the front. When you turn it, it will go to the back like this. I hope you understand. So I'll take it to my machine and I'll do the front and the back side. Okay guys, I already used the interfacing to turn the neck. So this is for the front, this is for the back. I already turned the back, you can see. Then I use my Emmy gum to gum it together. So this is the front, the same thing with the front. I already do the same thing to the front. You can see I already turned the front. So this is the front. Like I said, I come down with 3.5 inch. So this is the back. You can see the back. I hope you can see. Let me dress it to the camera. This is the back. Why this is the front? I hope you can see. So let's move on to the back. You know that I'm adding elastic to the back. This place is served at the elastic. I'm adding the elastic. Like we already measure it. What we have a 30 inches, while the wideness is 2.5 inch. So I already saw it. This is the band. I already saw it. I saw it to the right, to the back side. So this is the front. So this is the band. The half of this is 15 inches because it's 30. So this is the elastic that I'm using. Like I said, I'm using 1.5 inches elastic. So I'm going to attach the elastic inside like so. Like what I'm doing, I will put the elastic inside because the elastic that I'm using is 1.5 inch. I hope you can see. You can see. So I already attached the elastic inside. You can see how it looks like. When you open it, this is how it will do. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'll take it to my sewing machine. I will sew the elastic and the cloth together. I will sew this place. Then I'll also sew this other side together. So after sewing it, then I'm going to run a stitch at the middle. So the moment I'm running the stitch at the middle, I will stretch it like so. I hope you can see. So this is the elastic that I will be at the back of the cloth. So if after sewing this place, I will run a straight line. Line. So when I'm sewing it, I will drag it like so. Let me take it to my machine. Okay, guys, we already done it. You can see how lovely and beautiful it is. You can see. So what I'm going to do, this is the back side. I'm going to place it like so. You know that we come out with 1.5 inch. I will place it. I hope you can see. Then I will use my office pin to pin it together with the material. Then I also do the same thing to this other side. Like so. I'll pin it. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So I'll pin it like so. So this is how it will look like. So this is the back. Then I'm going to bring the front. So this is the front side facing each other. The front side facing each other. I will bring the front. So I'm going to sew the two shoulders together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it like so. Or you just sew it straight. You sew it straight like so. Add the two shoulders, sew it together like what I'm doing. Make sure you arrange it where it's proper arranged. You sew the two shoulders together. Then while this place, you are going to sew it with 1 inch. You sew it with 1 inch. You sew this place with 1 inch. When you get to this place, this band is aligned together. Please, you have to be careful in this place. Take your time. So you are going to sew this place with 1/2 inch. You know that you open it with 1.5 inch. You will sew this place. The moment you get here, you will sew this place with 1/2 inch band, 1/2 inch. Then you also sew this side with 1/2 inch. Then I'm doing opening by 17 inches. So the opening that I'm opening is 17 inches. Then I'm going to take my tape and my measurement, 17 inches. You can see the 17 inches opening. So I will stop here because I'm sewing it with 1 inch. So I will use 17 inches to do opening. I will do the same thing to this to other side. Okay, guys, sorry guys, my phone just went off. Sorry for that, apologies. So this is the already fixed the back. You can see this is the back of the cloth, white. This is the front of the cloth. You see how lovely, how beautiful it is. So this is the neck. You can see how lovely, how beautiful it is. So while this is the done, this is the down of the cloth. I opened it with 17 inches, like I said, and this is the other side. So this is the down of the cloth. It's optional because the cloth, the hido is very beautiful. It's optional if you want to hem it round or you want to leave it but I think I will leave it this way. This is beautiful. So while this is the back, you can see the elastic at the back. You see how beautiful it is. So this is elastic. So in case the cloth is tight, when you put it on, this will help you to expand it like so. So this is the end of the tutorial. Please, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. And all thanks to all my host subscribers outside there for seeing my video and subscribe. Thanks to you. God will continue to bless you. My name remains Purity Grace. God bless you. Bye.